I give the answers. Okay?
I hung my hope on a pole in the wrong watering hole, throwing words at walls and falling futures fast. I cast the dozens and their cousins who sat on their asses, mulling over mysteries of why this guy wouldn't shut up. No one in the bar cared what I had to say. Not one night before, certainly not that day. But I scattered thoughts on drums and then wet with spray. I placed my mic down and stepped off the stage. Nothing had prepared me for my next interaction. Not the cat calls, the pratfalls, the alcoholic traction, the wannabe black cracker calls from the patrons. My eyes caressed her face and I found a pair matching, and a hand on my arm like a 4-year-old child. Like she was lost in tall grass and she'd never seen the wild. Did a swift last flip, had that thrift shop style, and I hadn't seen a smile that pretty in a while. She said without a whisper self-protection and invited me for a night of intimate interaction. I laughed, half drunk, plus raspy for rhyme. Placed my lips to her neck, her fingers inside mine. Will you come back to my place so that we can get down? She asked, not crass, not clowning around. I'll come back to your place, but I won't promise what's next. And we'll try to escape her eyes, I can't fit in this text. And the names have been changed to protect me only. I suppose I could cop out, rhyme that with lonely. I'll float over the coast, don't go searching her haunts, and I'll find her if I find her. God gets what God wants. And the names have been changed to protect me only. I suppose I could cop out, rhyme that with lonely. I'll float over the coast, don't go searching her haunts, and I'll find her if I find her. God gets what God wants. I walked away, intrigued but unsure, because I know what she seems, but you've never seen her. At night's end, I took her hand and let her go, but her hand was in mine whenever my mind would roam. I could still feel her fingers, can still to this day. If I knew then how this ends, I would've gone with her and stayed. If I knew how this ends, I would've gone with her and stayed. A few nights later, I awoke to a phone, uncertain and breathy, asking if Storm was home. I don't know how she found me, there are times I still wonder, but now I never stop to wonder what come after the thunder. The very next day, I was creeping in the world, and she lay sleeping in a chair, comforted, covered, and curled. Another level of this world, barefoot and burned by every person ever stood where I was now. She rose, gave a good embrace, the God stretched, and apologized for not being ready yet. She stripped off her clothes, said she would go get dressed. I turned from her breast, wondered if this was a test. I dropped an opportunity to consensus opinion, but senseless it seemed to me to be in it at that minute. When the infinite seemed close, I bent down, picked up the clothes. I could sense the sense of lightning from her soul to her toes. And the names have been changed to protect me only. I suppose I could cop out, rhyme that with lonely. I'll float over the coast, don't go searching her haunts, and I'll find her if I find her. God gets what God wants. And the names have been changed to protect me only. I suppose I could cop out, rhyme that with lonely. I'll float over the coast, don't go searching her haunts, and I'll find her if I find her. God gets what God wants. I soaked in a cloak and I choked down the room. On the floor in the crouch, I leaned back on the couch where I sat inside and set my head in my hands. As fun as God manipulated everything I planned, I felt the hand from my thoughts more sure and strong. On my forearm, her words no longer bold. Her blush foretold her where hearts would lay. And next I felt what Christ might if he saw Satan pray. A lot of people say I never forget. On one hand I could capture things I thought that of yet, and a lock I had on all of them was instantly free. When I opened my mouth and she slid inside of me. Well, I'm not sure she's ever left, and I hold that moment close to warm the cold of death. Words couldn't do justice to what happened next, but what you imagine is wrong. For long enough I left. There's few things I won't forget, there's fewer I regret, and I left out a few things about her I still suspect. I could never quite capture why she left this mark. Something between black and white, between light and dark. Something beyond cliches, words, verbs, and terms. Something beyond the truth and what a life earns. Something like a gift, an epiphany, or simply someone who makes you more than you're ever supposed to be. This is one of a million wrongs I should've known all along. Not about her, but about this song. I should've never have written it, cause she should've never have gone. But I couldn't stay with one woman too long. I have faith that I'll get where I'm supposed to be, with someone close to me, whom I can give the most to me. But I won't pose to be the whole I used to be, cause somewhere inside her I left a little bit of me. Make no mistake about it, God intends to kill us all, and I'm sure I'll burn again sometime before I fall. But if I can't, won't, don't, and this is all that's left behind, make sure that you play it for Bethany sometime.